It's one of those cars that I think.
Hey, Tiny. They got 2 sentries on the thing up there, and me and Mike's already been spotted. Yeah.
How long have you guys been here?
Oh, we've been here a while. We went over to Starbucks and stuff.
The headline won't read Haley Adams burns identity.
Where's it at?
We called Ted Wheeler and trying to actually get them to listen to us. But you know what? It's time that we actually start facing the problem. I know it's pretty real.
Have you tried to call Ted Wheeler's people and ask for a meeting? Oh, let's call them. What the fuck? Yeah.
So she's going back over to the IWWF to try to convince them to help her do the recall Ted Wheeler.
So who would you like to see run against Ted Wheeler?
Me.
You? Okay. Haley Adams from Miller, I guess.
Actually, me, Tiny, or Joey Gibson?
Me too.
I don't know if that's going to swing in mostly a liberal demographic, but you're more than welcome to try. It's a democratic process, you know.
Yeah, we brought a bunch of people. So what? Yep.
You know the meeting is.
Is it till 7? So we'll just hang out with you guys then. Oh wait, that's good. I was actually scared. I thought we were late too. It's not much.
I thought it was too for a second.
So,
I have to be at work by like 8.
What?
What's that?
I have to be at work at like 8.
Oh shit, I need to get home. Shit, I forgot about Skyler.
Hi, folks.
Yeah.
Hey.
Pretty good. Thinking of joining a union?
I'm here because it's a newsworthy event, and these guys are attending it, and you know, I'm just going to document and be impartial. Well, as impartial as I can be.
That's right, I'm asking
Being an anarchist, you know.
you here because you're interested in joining a union? Because this union hall, it's a labor union. Yeah.
But I'm an
Because
anarchist.
I'm actually a union organizer. I'm a labor organizer.
I understand.
So what I,
Hey, how you doing?
All right. Well, I'm here because I'm a local anarchist, and I do media. At least be open-minded, listen. I'm covering what they're doing, you know.
Hey folks, how's it going? Good. Y'all here? You interested in joining a labor union?
I'm in a labor union. What are you talking
Which one are you in?
Inland Boatman's.
Oh really? I'm a retired SIU able seaman bosun.
Nice.
Fucking A.
Nice.
No, I talked to you just recently.
You guys okay with
I talked to another one member of the Inland Boat. But anyway, that's why I'm asking you. It's a labor union.
No, I've never.
I think it's important for you guys.
I've never seen this kind of labor union before, but I'm always open-minded, willing to listen. So.
You're not familiar with the industrial workers of the world? You familiar with the Haymarket?
So we can. Look, you never know if you guys might talk me into.
Oh, you're not. You're not familiar with the Haymarket massacre?
I've been to the memorial.
I'm here to
Okay, this is why we work the 8-hour day. And the IWW and people who went on to form the IWW were part of this. In 1884, labor organizers from all around the country got together to start the fight for the 8-hour day.
Right.
In 1886, a bomb went off and killed some cops. And they blamed it on the labor organizers, right?
And anarchists specifically.
Yeah.
They blamed it on anarchists and said that they threw the bomb.
And they hung them, right? And this all went on. This started in Chicago on May Day, on May 1st, and that's why every country in the world celebrates International Labor Day on May 1st.
Come to an agreement.
Except I was an organizer with the United Brotherhood of Carpenters for 3 years, and my partner was an organizer from Bolivia. He told me that the school kids in Bolivia call International Labor Day, May 1st, the Day of the Heroes of Chicago.
Oh, really?
There's school kids in Chicago that don't know this story. You don't know this story. You didn't know this story. But in Bolivia, they celebrate it and call it the Day of the Heroes of Chicago.
I'm from St. Louis, and I don't even know about
You're from
Chicago.
where?
St. Louis.
Here you go, cuz. There you fucking go. Right? Yeah. Your history as a worker has been stolen from you. You know the history. You learn the history of the oppressor class in high school. In college. You don't learn the history of your
There's quite a
class.
bit of literature about the fact that the police threw that black collar bomb.
Exactly.
and blamed it
Oh,
on
yeah.
anarchists.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Like
yeah.
it was a false flag.
It's a false flag. They did it. Yeah. Exactly.
Those do happen.
So anarchists were hung so you could have your 8-hour workday.
Right. That's how we got the 8-hour workday.
Just Google the Haymarket Massacre, please, and start with Wikipedia. And Wikipedia is not a source, but then read all the other books, and not just from leftists, but just mainstream historians will show you that.
And
I dig history.
Yeah,
So.
just check it out.
You see some links on there about a organizer called Joe Hill.
So you guys don't believe in what he did? Okay, so what would you
Do that.
maybe that's why.
Joe Hill, he was an organizer with the IWW. And he hated Utah. Joe Hill organized this org. He organized a lot of locals, and once it was rolling, he'd move on down the road and start another one. You know, he was an organizer. He wasn't, it wasn't about his issue. He was empowering people, enabling people to talk about their issue. You know. So anyways, they wanted Joe to go to Utah, so he went to Utah, and they arrested him on a trumped-up murder charge, right? They found him guilty in a kangaroo court and sentenced him to be executed by firing squad. The President of the United States, governors around the U.S., heads of foreign states got a hold of the governor of Utah and said, commute this fucking sentence. This is bullshit. They said, fuck no, Joe's going to die. They put Joe up against a wall and got the firing squad ready, and the sheriff said, ready. And Joe said, yeah, fire! Fuck. He organized this stuff. He organized the government. Yeah. And you know what? You know what they did with Joe Hill's ashes? What? They took Joe Hill's ashes and they spread a little bit of his ashes in every fucking state of the union. They had enough left over, but they took the ashes and they spread some of Joe Hill's ashes in every fucking country in the world, except for one place. Fucking Utah. Yeah. 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 And that's the man who told his own firing squad, fire. Right here. Yeah. So, you want to join the labor union? Huh?
Join a radical one.
Yeah, I was.
You know, I was part of the printers union for a lot of years, and it was a good union. Really got wages going, and it was good for the press operators. You know, when we did work overtime, and sometimes 18, 20 hours, but we got paid for it.
I worked a lot
we got
of
paid
overtime
for it,
too,
which
but
was,
I got
when
you
you've got
over a barrel.
when you've got work to do, it's all right to do it, but get paid for it. That was good.
If I'm working
But
overtime,
what I saw
that means
when I was
you need me.
what I saw in the grocers union and in the medical union is that they sit there and they get their fingers so far up the fucking government's ass, and the government's got their fingers up their ass, and they sit there and make backdoor deals to fuck the people down below.
That's the biggest problem in our society is the marriage of corporations to us.
Let me tell you the biggest and most current one. Seattle, those tradesmen over there at Boeing got the shaft on their pensions because of that fucking government over there.
Yeah,
they made this big deal, and Boeing made this big deal like they were going to move.
Fund.
They were expanding.
Yeah.
They weren't moving. They were expanding. And they fucked everybody underneath.
See, now
them.
there's a thing too, you know, we need open market fucking solutions, right? We need to have free market solutions to like healthcare and pensions and shit like that. You know, the fucking unions did. They had self-funded medical funds. They had self-funded pensions. Okay, why in the hell is that not being encouraged? Of course, you want a free market system, solution, there the fuck it is. And that's a crew of people standing together.
I'm all for any organization that's controlled by people, not fucking centralized.
Oh yeah, well that's the problem with
bureaucrats
unions nowadays. They're going to this regional council
that
system.
are supposed to speak for the people, but have never gotten their fucking knuckles dirty.
That's a negative.
I got involved with the campaign with the Association for Union Democracy with the Carpenters for Democratic Union to resist this move of taking the control from your local to, it started out with a regional council. You know, it went from the vote was being taken in your local to the vote was being taken by delegates elected at the Tennessee Regional Council. Then it was the Mid-South Regional Council. Then, like when I started, we were still, well, it was already drifting. Right now, decisions for Chattanooga, Tennessee are made in Miami.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'll tell you what,
Same with the
most of
grocers
them
union.
delegates aren't rank and file.
No.
Most of the delegates are staffers. How in the hell can you have the people in basically your legislative branch doing shit against somebody who's signing your motherfucking paycheck?
Yep.
Bullshit. I was running a website against them for a while. Tennessee Carpenters for Democratic Union. Huh?
What's your name?
Bean.
Bing?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you,
And
cuz.
exactly what your affiliation with IWW is?
Oh, I think actually they're one of the best.
Back this way, babe.
Excuse me, cuz. They have one of the best models. They're still a Democratic Union.
Yeah.
You know.
Excuse me, sir. Pardon me.
They're an industrial union rather than, they're like.
Pardon me. How are you affiliated with IWW?
I was a delegate in Tennessee
Right on.
when I was there. Wasn't much going on. I mentioned too, I was an organizer with the United Brotherhood of Carpenters. I've been a field rep for the Seafarers International Union,
Right on.
and right now I'm their International Solidarity Commission liaison.
Nice. That's a great title.
I just grabbed it. The office is empty, and I wanted it so I could call myself commissar.
I appreciate you talking to some of those right-wing folks and educating them about the fact that unions and anarchists had to die so that they could have an 8-hour work week. I really appreciate the fact that you did that. You know, because they're ignorant of the fact.
I'm an anarchist.
Yeah, they're
know.
completely ignorant about anarchism. They don't know anything about it. They don't know anything about unions.
To me, it's a strict set of
how you
social
doing?
ethics. You know, it's based on mutual respect for everybody else's subjective entity.
Yeah, I wish more people knew about the Haymarket massacre, the Haymarket
Exactly,
bombing, and
the
the history
world
behind
knows
it.
about it.
You know,
Look, that was embarrassing. That school children in Bolivia,
right?
know,
Celebrate International Workers' Day as well. They should, you know,
As
and it's
the
a national
Day of
holiday.
the Heroes of
except
Chicago.
America.
They know
America's
the story.
completely ignorant to labor struggle and,
It's like
and
it's
anarchism,
like
which
we've
is
been
terrible.
being fed bullshit for so many generations we don't even know it anymore. And you know, I'm one of the despised boomers, but like in my defense, I will say, you know, they had us running through clouds of DDT in the streets playing when we were little fucking kids. Then we go and sit in front of the TV and they'd be pumping fucking electronic goddamn corporate bullshit into our heads since we were little. So if you got a bunch of boomers around having a hard time thinking, that's because they designed it that way.
One quick question.
Excuse me.
Could you suggest some web sources?
What do you
for
guys-
people-
you
these are body cameras. Yeah,
Oh, I
it's
thought-
it's an infrared body camera that I use.
I was
when
going to ask you if you were like doing laser tag.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
no, those are it's 8 infrared LEDs embedded in the camera.